The next step is detailed cleanup. I've got the sash set up on the glazing easel here. So here on the exterior, just check over and make sure all of the glazing rabbits are cleaned out, especially here in the corners. See, here's one right here. Just a little buildup left in there. And over here, the rest of this all looks good. So on the interior, I've got mostly good paint. The paint all along here is still performing well, but not on these horizontal buttons. There's some moisture and sun damage on those, so I'll do some scraping there. And also there's a little bit of a bead of paint where the sash were painted up to the stop in the window frame, and it just left a little bead of paint that's now sticking up there, and I want to clear that off. So I'll just use my vacuum scraper. I'm using the new Viper blue vacuum scraper. I really like it. And I've got that hooked up to my little HEPA vacuum back here. Little peeling paint down here at the corner. So my purpose here is just to clean up that surface and smooth it out a little bit, not to remove all the paint. That paint is still good and performing, so I'll just leave it there. But not here. So here I'll just scrape away loose paint. And you can see on my scraper I've got a little profile shape that I've ground to match the profile of the sash. So I can just give that a quick scrape, knock off paint that's loose. Get rid of some of that grime and grit that's on the painted surface. Here there's paint's coming off right down to bare wood, where it got a little more sun. Alright, then on the vacuum I'll use my vacuum abrasive system. This is a commercial product, 3M stripper pad with replaceable open weave abrasive pads and a Velcro type surface that holds that pad on a plastic handle. So I've taken that and adapted it by attaching a piece of shop vac, standard 1 1/4 inch vacuum wand. I just cut off a 12-inch piece and sliced it off at an angle, and then drilled holes in the pad holder and screwed and glued that on there. So that'll suck up a lot of the fine dust that's generated when I use this, when I have the vacuum turned on. Especially on these surfaces here that I know need a lot of cleanup. Guess my wedge fell out. So you can see that it does a pretty darn good job and fast of cleaning up those surfaces. So the final step is to just vacuum this off. That's part of my lead safe operations. Okay, so that's detail cleaned and vacuumed off, and now I can set it outside the floor containment. I always try and work lead safe in all of my work on these windows.